Alright, welcome everyone. This is my first video. My name is Mitch. I'm a software engineer. I'm working on a language learning app just for a bit of fun on the side, sort of my own sort of side project sort of thing. But I haven't actually worked on it in 9 months. It's been quite a while, so I'm picking it back up now and yeah, just trying to figure out where I left off. And this is start doing videos on it just for a bit of fun, sort of show the coding side of things. I'm building it out of Unity just because I'm familiar with it. C#, I know C#, so yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, so this is the app. As you can see, the main thing right now is you got things on screen moving across that you can click on. Characters, so this is Japanese, just starting with Japanese because it's something language I want to learn, as well as I know a little bit about it. So this is a tracing game that you can do, and you just trace it. Displays, there's like an XP system. Yeah, still a lot of designing and stuff to be done about what the actual core mechanics of the game, or well, learning what the app is, but yeah, work in progress. So you can just trace things. That's all I got right now. There's other things that I want to build, but this is the first, I guess, prototype, an actual loop that you can actually do something. There's other screens as well. What have I got? Progress screen. So this is different characters, hiragana. Nothing else is clickable. Yeah, it's been 9 months since I've worked on this, so some of the stuff I might be surprised that I've actually done or not done. So the last thing I was working on was actually being able to switch languages. So there's other languages that I want to learn. Right now the app is sort of designed to do one language at a time, but you can be able to toggle between them. I want to be able to in this menu screen. Yeah, that might change over time. But yeah, let's take a look at the code and actually remind myself. So how I've actually structured this. Let's see, we've got scenes, got boot up, discovery, menu, progress, trace editor, trace game. Oops, I clicked on something. Obviously we start in boot up. We've got the boot up script that runs, that kicks off everything, and then these are all of the other game objects that are first there when the app launches and sticks around. Scene service, we're being able to transition between Unity scenes. Debug service, we're doing random things. Alright, let's jump into the code and actually take a look at that boot up script. Alright, so boot up kicks off everything. Cool. Yep. App settings, we're loading. Wallet service, we don't really have anything that's buying, but it's there. Event service for triggering notifications around internal notifications. Game settings. Language service, I remember that kicks off all of the loading of the language stuff. Game hub as well, that's there for determining the games that are available. And progress system, scene service, and then we go to the discovery screen, which is what I was just on before with things floating on the screen. Cool. So what do I want to look at first? Let's take a look at the language service. I know that there's probably a lot of refactoring that I want to be doing in this at some point. I already remember doing a number of refactors just because I didn't like the approach I was taking with things. So what do we got? We got language service, character cache. Yeah, actually I've got designs. Let's bring up the designs. It's got like engineering designs as well as screen designs. Yeah, it's open existing. Ogma is like the, I guess, working title. It's sort of a Gaelic term for the god of knowledge. I Thought it was mildly appropriate. Anyway, yeah, so we've got designs here. What do we got? UML. So this is just early designs of how I'm going to lay out the code. I don't know if actually this code exists in this format anymore. I don't think it does. Some of these layers do. So this is like high level stuff. So the gamification layer and then the language layer, SRS. So space repetition system, being able to do something now and then calculate when we should do it in another point in time. So sort of part of the learning system. So everything's not just constantly in your face doing things, learning the same thing over and over again. Game declare, so that's just holds. If I remember, that was my way of figuring out what to present on screen. So like a deck of cards, I had analogies that I was using in here to really help me. So as you can see, description. So we've got a deck of cards, and then those cards all point to a specific language item, like a character or a word or a sentence or something. And then as you play those cards, there's like a game on screen that you that are associated with each card. I don't know if I'll keep using that same sort of structure to things, but I guess this was the flow of the screens as well as the sort of high level entities. So discovery screen, game hub, card dealer, game card. Yeah, let's move on. More UML, more structuring of things. What have we got? SR system. So this is how we tie the language to the space repetition system. Layout of data between the language database, which is not really a web database. It's more like just where I store all of the things in Unity's version of it, which is, what's that? Resources. I can't even remember now. God, it's been so long. All right. SR cards. Yeah, this all might be helpful at some point. School. All right, school. Cool. Got some screen designs and how they map to different encode logic. Figuring out how to do spawning, which I still need to work on because it's not that great. It doesn't spawn well. Result screen, some different designs. When I get to words, being able to pick things. What else have I got? Game plans. Okay, it's just random things. What else we got? Game screens. Okay, cool. So yeah, loads. Things fly around on screen. You pick the thing that you want to learn, present it with a game, get a results screen, back to a menu system. You can look at progress. So I've got a couple of these things implemented, and then other things that I might want to do in the future. Achievements, leaderboards, social stuff, statistics, things to keep you engaged. Progression, different designs for representing progression. Cool. Social stuff, those are pretty empty. Yeah, so we got some stuff in here. We've got the core game loop. I do have tasks that I've written down, things that I want to do. So what have we got? So the last thing that I was working on was being able to switch languages. Got a bunch of tickets in here that I've created for myself around adding more content. Yeah, being able to switch character sets. The next large thing that I was going to be working on was words. Maybe we just jump straight into the code and have a look around further. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with these videos. It's probably going to be pretty long form, just chill, look through the code, start implementing things. This one really was to get me started, have a look back through, remind myself of where I was actually at, poke around in the code a little bit, and then further videos I'd be just diving in and just be spending all of that time developing new things. Alright, so I don't know if I want to implement anything specifically right now, but I do want to remind myself of how it was laid out. So we've got boot up, canvas for the UI, boot up script, game hub. So let's follow it through from the boot up. I want to take a look at how I'm laying out the language stuff. So we got character cache, first hit load, resources, language database, character sets, iterate, instantiate, add to the cache. Get characters. All right. Let's take a look in Unity and look at the resources. So we got Japanese, game decks, schedules. Main thing are the databases. So the high level is the Japanese language database. So we've got character sets. We've only got hiragana is the character set for Japanese right now. Trace data, word sets are empty. So we've got hiragana. Set name is hiragana. Characters. So we've got an identifier, which is just the Unicode value and what that represents, and the phonetic English for use in games. Cool, that makes sense. Trace data, series of points, and I remember as well I made a trace editor. Let's see if this still works. Alright, so I need to load. What was I loading for this? Is it that one? Oh, there we go. I can't zoom in on that. So 2 strokes down the bottom here, navigating between them to be able to edit them. Alright. Let's see if... Alright, let's just quickly try and see if this works. Nice. So this is me plotting points. So when you trace over it, you got to hit the points. So end stroke. Man, I could build some better UI for this. I don't think that's the appropriate order, but I'm not worried about that right now. End that stroke and the final stroke. Let's just put 4. End stroke. Save. Yeah, let's replace it. Oops. So let's see if that's saved appropriately. I mean, it's been 9 months since I've worked on this, but where's my folder gone? But I was working on it for, oh god, on and off for a number of years on this data. God, I don't know where I am. Open that. Next. Nice. It all works. Alright, let's not worry about that for now. So yeah, that's how I get the trace data. Let's go back to boot up, game hub. So resources, Japanese language database, trace data, game decks. So how did this work? Japanese game deck database. I have two different. Yep. So base. So you got to select the language set, characters, hiragana. So that's the set name, which is going to look into that set name is hiragana here. So matching up on set name. That's right, and each one of these characters here have their own set of tags as well to be able to pick specific ones out. Deselection tags, play order, randomize, XP, currency. Yeah, currency and XP. XP is obviously hooked up. Currency I don't think it is, but there's nothing to spend it on. I don't know if I'll keep that XP system. I probably will. Alright. Yeah, let's take a look at... Let's just play this and make a look around again. Looks pretty well. Alright, let's take a look at the code. Excuse me. So we're loading character sets. So there'll be Japanese, load the Japanese database, go to the character sets, language items, state loader, state language dataset. So they'll be picking up all of the progress information. Yeah, so whether this particular language item is active right now, how many times I've played it, how much XP is associated with that character. Cool, let's walk back a little bit. That makes sense. So we pick up the database, go through the character sets, load up their associated information that is stored, like their progress, and then we go through the trace data, and then we attach the trace data to a cache. Cool. What else doesn't boot up? Scene service, that's fine. Game hub, let's take a look at the game hub. Alright, so we've got level service, so language levels, XP related things, I think. Space repetition, schedule service. Yep. So that was, what was that? That was being able to determine how often each one of those characters should show up on screen. So I think there was data associated with it. Yeah, schedule database. So that's schedules, language set, hiragana. So if the character is between 0, is on 0, it's going to show up every 5 seconds. Well, it's going to delay. So if you solve it, it's not going to show up for another 5 seconds. If it graduates to level 1, then it's not going to show up. Once you finish it, it's not going to show up for another 10 seconds. Obviously, these are all dummy values. Pretty sure that system is working as well. Cool, so that's scheduling. Game Hub, so XP system, scheduling system, game deck, game goal. I don't think game goal has anything in it. That was just prototyping. Yeah, let's check to see if there's no game deck, game goal. I've got a database. No, it's empty. Yeah, that's not something I've implemented. I can't remember what that was to do with though. That was to give direction on what you should do next. So you could pick anything, but game goals lays out a road for you to follow, I think. A reason to actually pick certain ones rather than just being overwhelmed by choice. Let's go back to the game hub. So first boot, create the default game decks and load them up. Save everything on exit. Deck descriptions. Language service, get characters, activate it. Save that so that you know that they're active next time. Initialize game decks. Yeah, so I guess this goes back to the designs that I had. You had a game deck, you had a game card, and then the, what was that, Hiragana 1, Hiragana 2, katakana, words. Game deck service, game cards, game card dealer. So the game card dealer will be actually the one dishing things out. This game deck service holds this information, generates game cards for the game card dealer. Yep, game cards, everything's associated through a language data ID. Space repetition. Starting to come back to me. So many designs all over the place. I think I need to at some point consolidate this and get rid of stuff that no longer makes sense, because there's just so much here and I can't remember which is actually going to be helpful anymore. Yeah, so the scheduling system that we found is working. Character database, there's trace data, and we've got a trace editor. Level set database. Level set database. I don't know if I have that. Game goal, that's not working. Game deck database. That is there, I think. Cool. What else should we look through? Complete a game card. Get a card dealer. Let's take a look at the discovery scene and take a look through the scene. So how have I laid this out? We've got a canvas, not much in it, just the header bar up top, menu button, footer, home button, progress screen, environment, content, nothing in the background but an image that's turned off. Is that image actually nothing? Hey! Floating in space now. Let's just turn that off. Excuse me. Right. Alright. Content. What do we got? Game card views, character game card view, background. Which character is this? Doesn't do anything. Alright. So I've separated the environment away from my UI. What else have we got? Date provider, event service, game hub. Just got a number of things. Scene context, service. Alright, yeah. Seems like I've got a core game loop. I just need to start working on the features. Fleshing it out more. I guess I'll start working on language switching in the next video. But that seems to be coming back to me about how it is structured. We've got designs, yeah, cool. Analytics tutorial, different ideas for games. Yeah, boot up, load data, load up game data, schedules link service. Yeah. Game card state pending. Else, let's just take a look through the code while I'm here, how I've structured it. So let's close the folders, there's too many. Events, achievements, just empty. Game stuff, so we've got an assets folder, enums separated. Runtime. Go to Game Hub, and the Game Hub talks to services, coordinates the services. Services are all singletons. Using the singleton behavior I create, well, copied from someone else. Cool. Game results. Got languages. Bunch of data in there, let's not go in there. Characters. So we haven't got anything specific to languages as code. Oh, sorry. Games, enums, characters, sets. Okay, so hiragana set, that's language specific. Traces, that won't be the language specific, no. I think at one point it did have a lot of language specific, so very like Japanese language character stroke or whatever. And then I generalized it. Cool. A lot of code. Progression. Not filled out at all. Level band stuff. So the beginnings of a... Oh no, this is working, right? Yeah, level set. So this is all working because we got that level progression showing up for each of the characters. Shared and space repetition system, scheduling, schedule service, wallet, don't mind that, boot up editor. So that's the Unity trace editor. So we've got a Ogma specific stuff, import data. Cool, that's starting to make sense. Starting to refresh my brain. I think we'll leave it there for now. We'll jump into actually building something new for this in the next video. But yeah, thanks for hanging out while I try and refresh my brain of what I've done 9 months ago. But yeah, if you're interested in code, interested in mobile app development, interested in Unity development, interested in language learning, I mean, yeah, check out any upcoming videos that I have. But yeah, this is the first one. So this is really just to refresh myself and to test out my setup. But yeah, thanks. Bye.